Hey special fam, welcome back to my channel. I'm Empress G and this is Autism TV. I've been gone for a minute and I have a good reason why. I'm in an accelerated nursing program, so I don't have much free time, so I've been studying a lot. And on top of that, Ramsey's been going through a rough time regarding behavior. He's been having a whole lot of behavior issues, like really going through some changes. His meltdowns have been frequent, and it's been for like two to 4 weeks. Yeah, it's now been back to normal. He's going back to his normal self without having any meltdown or anything that would put me in a bad spot, because I was in a bad spot. I think I was very depressed at that time. It was just bad. He was in the middle of a therapy session and he went off because she wouldn't give him the iPad. He went into a meltdown, and that meltdown lasted for almost 4 weeks. The bus driver couldn't control him because he kept wanting to get out of the seat. He kept crying. In class, he was just crying all day. His behavior was so severe. He would run up and down, just throwing himself on the floor, cry constantly all day. He wouldn't eat his lunch in school. He came home, he'll eat at home, but once he was in school, he wouldn't eat. I would have to cuddle with him the whole time just to get him calm, and I can only study when he goes to sleep because he just needed constant attention. But when they say God don't come, he sends, oh, believe me. I'm going through this phase, stressed out, like don't know my head from my tail. And then someone contacts me out of the blue and was like, I saw your videos on YouTube and I have something that you can use and use it on your son and see if he likes it, and if he does, maybe you can share it with the people in your community that watch your videos and they could benefit from it too. And let me tell you, it was a lifesaver, because this person came out of nowhere, but he was a lifesaver. So I gave him my information, the product came, and Ramsey he came from school. I got him from the bus. He was crying. He was already know it was gonna be a bad day. I came in the house, I got the package that morning. So I had already said when he comes home, I'm gonna try it out. He got in the house, he ate his lunch. When he was done, he kept displaying that behavior. So I went and got the stuff and I started it. And let me tell you, he's been hooked ever since. So I don't know if you wanna try it, but if you do, you should. So this is the package. It came in this box. And it's a bubble machine. It makes 500 bubbles per minute. I don't have to blow it because I used to do this thing manually, trust me. It's a bubble machine. It's from age 3+, and this thing is a lifesaver. It works with batteries, but you don't have to put batteries. You can also plug it in if you don't want to use batteries. So let's say you'll go to the park and you want to take it to the park, then you'll put the batteries in. It takes 4 1.5 size C batteries, and the machine looks like this. So you put the it also comes with the bubble stuff in it. So I didn't have to go to Walmart and get it yet. So it comes with a bottle. So you'll have fluids to put in it. So you put the fluid in here, you turn it on, the on button is here, and this thing makes like 500 bubbles per minute. So I saw the package, I'm like, oh my god, this man saved my life. And from that day on, Ramsey, you could see the gradual change in him. He'll come home, he'll bring the bottle with the fluid to me because I had to hide this or else you had it all day, and he brings it to me. So that means he wants bubbles. So I'll go get the machine, turn it on. You can stick it in this thing and you don't have to put the batteries in. But if you're going outside to the park or somewhere, you can put your 4 1.5V batteries in there and get it going. So this has been a lifesaver. It's I'm gonna put the link below in the description box where you can get this machine, and it's a Amazon store. I'll put the link there, and I'll put my discount code so that when you enter it, you get a 5% discount with it. So I think that's very cool. Like, I saw this thing, I'm like, oh my god, this man just saved my life. Like, literally just saved my life. But hey, what can I say? Try the bubble machine. All right, on to the next thing. So today's video is more about resources. I got some resources that I would like to share with you guys, because the resources work for my friends and for me. I think it's only fair to share it with the special need community. Okay, so our next thing. Ramsey has been to 2 potty training therapies, and he failed them both. Yes, he failed them both. They were unsuccessful, and so we have to start again from scratch. But Ramsey's been wearing diapers since he was a baby. But if you're a special need parent and you have a kid that wears diapers, not potty trained, and are they bed bound, spina bifida, or something that they will have to wear diapers until forever maybe, there might be a solution. So Ramsey's been getting diapers from this company since he was 4 years old. I haven't bought a pack of diapers since then. If your child has Medicaid, you might be in luck. So I know the company that I use is called Uromed. I'll put it down here. It's Uromed, and Uromed has been an awesome company to me. Like, I'm a mom, I work, I go to school, and I know there's single parents out there with special need kids, their families there, which one parent have to stay home because the child requires so much attention. And on top of that, you have co-pays that you have to worry about for all these therapies that we do. Plus, you have to buy diapers. And the older they get, the more the diapers get. But guess what? Uromed helped me out. And Uromed is a medical supply store. They're based in Georgia. I'm going to link the number here in the bottom too. So you can give them a call or go on their website. I'll put the link in the description and see if they service or cater to your state. Now, in order for you to be getting Uromed, you should have Medicaid. If you have Medicaid, you can get it. And they start at 4 years old. So if your child is younger than 4, they're not going to do it. But once your child becomes 4 and you have Medicaid, you might be in luck. They're based in, they serve people with spinal cord injuries, spina bifida, multiple sclerosis, urologic conditions, and they're located in Richmond, Virginia, South Carolina, Richland, I think it's Missouri, Greenville, South Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, Dallas, Texas, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Baton Rouge, Los Angeles. So check them out, Uromed, the link is below. I'll put their phone number and give them a call. If you have Medicaid, give them a call. Tell them you have a special need child and you'll like to sign up for the pamper program where Medicaid pays for the pamper instead of you buying pampers. And I've been getting it for 4 years so far, never had a problem. The only problem I have with them is renewal time. So they renew it once a year to see if you still have Medicaid, and they do that with your pediatrician. But the only problem is they have some paperwork issues with the pediatrician, and it's like, oh, the pediatrician didn't fill out the paper properly. Oh, the pediatrician forgot to do this, and this, so we have to put your stuff on hold. But when they say that, it doesn't mean like they'll leave you without pampers. You can ask them for sample. So you're like, well, I ran out of pampers and I have 1 pack left and I need a sample. So they'll send you a sample. And once you get the sample is like a regular box pamper. It'd be like 4 whole packs of pampers in there. It'll last you for about 2 weeks. So you'll be okay. But they keep sending you sample until they get the issue resolved. But if you do want to get it resolved faster, do what I do. I put them on 3-way. I put the pediatrician on one line, I put them on the other line, and I'm like, you guys need to resolve this. My son needs his pampers. So they get it done, and we got pampers. I'll show you what the box look like and what the pampers looks like. Hold on. So this is the box that it comes in. It's a pretty big box, as you can see. And in this big box, we have 4 of these. So Ramsey is about 65 pounds, 60 pounds. So he wears extra large. And I take the sleepovers. I used to do the day ones, the regular ones, but they're not good for nights because he'll pee right through them. But these, you put his pajama over it, he'll be just fine. If your son is a heavy peer too, you want to double up, go ahead. These sleepovers, the overnight ones, are perfect for during the day, school, overnight. I also send a box to school for the teacher, and it works perfectly fine. So if you're gonna take it, don't take the daytime one. They're not good for night. They soak right through. But the overnight ones are perfect. So just wanted to share Uromed with you guys. The next thing is Medicaid. So let's say you found out your child has autism or something that's making them special needs. First thing you do is get that diagnosis on paper. Get it from a autism center or child psychologist, tongue-tied. So once you have your diagnosis from a facility or a child psychologist, apply for SSI. Let's say you applied for SSI. You go online. Don't go online and make an appointment and leave it at that, because you're prolonging the process unnecessarily for yourself. Go online, fill out the application. You make an appointment, but you also can fill out the application online and submit it right away. So what I did is I filled it out and submitted it right away. Get it over with. When you go to the appointment, you go with your diagnosis and all medical paper. If your child had surgery, if your child was admitted, if you have any of those, get them all together, take them with you to the appointment, and within no time your appointment will be over, and you just wait on them to approve you. But if you don't fill it out and you go over there to fill out the paperwork, then you need to go and walk through your paperwork. You just add in more time. So my coworker and my friends, it took them 2 months. It might take you 3 months just for doing that. Because once they already have it in the system, when you submit it, they start working on it right then and there. So by the time you get to your appointment, your paper is already in process. They just need to put in the minor stuff that's left. So that's kind of cool with them. So once you do that, you're waiting on your approval status. Apply for Medicaid, the regular Medicaid. Once SSI approves you, that regular Medicaid that you apply for, they turn that Medicaid into SSI Medicaid, which the therapy companies, they rather work with that Medicaid than the regular Medicaid. They love SSI Medicaid. Any therapy kind of place, company, if you have regular Medicaid, it's kind of hard to find a place. But once you have the SSI Medicaid, clockwork. So, and this is for my parents that one parents have to work, one have to stay home because the child or children, because some people have multiple kids with special needs, and if is 2 parents doing this, one might have to stay home, and these benefits could come in handy for a family like that. Or if you're a single parent, these benefits can come in handy for you. So once you apply for SSI, you go ahead, apply for the regular Medicaid. If SSI approves you, your regular Medicaid becomes SSI Medicaid, which every company wants to work with. Then you apply for child care assistance if you're a single parent and you're in a certain bracket. If you go on their website, they'll tell you what the brackets are for SSI, and they'll tell you what the brackets are for child care assistance. So each state receives funds yearly from the federal government for the child care subsidy program. In Atlanta, that program is called CAPS, C-A-P-S, and it stands for I think Child Care and Parent Services. Yeah, so when you apply for Medicaid, you on their website, it gives you an option to apply for Medicaid and child care or Medicaid alone. I would suggest you do both. The child care one is called CAPS. You apply for it, and a lot of preschools and schools participate in the CAPS program here in Georgia. I don't know about different states, but Google it in your state and see child care programs, see what it's called over there and how to apply for it. And here, Bright from the Start is one of the main schools that accept CAPS. They start at 3 years old, and they're pretty good with it. The last resource that I have is a problem that a lot of our special need parents are facing, and that is, you applied for Medicaid, you got denied. You applied for SSI, you got denied because they say you make too much money. Now, there's a way that your child can get Medicaid without them taking your monthly income into consideration. So this program is called the Katie Beckett Medicaid program, and it permits the state to ignore family income for certain children who are disabled. I'm checking my notes, never mind me. So if you have a child that is 18 years old or younger, there's special need, and you need help in medical services for them, you can apply for the Katie Beckett Medicaid program. That's because you got denied for the regular Medicaid and the regular SSI because you make too much money. You exceeded that bracket. So Katie Beckett that program is also Medicaid, but they don't look at the parent's income. They look at the child's needs. Like, what are the needs of the child? How this is a special need child. How much therapy does this child need? So those situations will determine whether your child is approved for Katie Beckett or not your income. So and this is qualified for disabled children who live at home rather than in an institution. So they work more with families or parents of special need kids who live at home, and the parents exceed the bracket. So it's a way for you to get Medicaid. So yeah, like I said, the qualification is not based on the medical diagnosis. It's based on the institutional level of care that the child requires. And I'm going to put the name here in the bottom, Katie Beckett program. And you can find that program on medicaid.georgia.gov. But if you're in another state, just go in Google and put Katie Beckett in, and then you put your state name, it'll come up. And if you're in Georgia and you want to do your application or contact the Katie Beckett team, their phone number is 678-248-7449, or you go on the website dfcs.com. So I'll put all this information, the links, in the description below, so that you never know which family can use this information. And on this platform, we share tips and tricks with our special family. I learn from you guys. I try to give you guys what I know. That way one hand washes the other. I'm sorry I'm not too consistent with making videos, but that's just because I've been going through a trying time. I don't even know how I passed my classes because this was tough. And I'm already in a new semester, and I already had 2 tests. Don't even ask me how I passed these tests, because I've been just getting by the string. But Ramsey's doing so much better. He's back to normal. So now I can get back on track. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. And if you have any comments, or if anyone knows anything that can be added to this information, just link it in the description below. Because maybe you're in Missouri, or you're in Kentucky or LA, and you know a program or something that can help a parent in that state, which they can try, especially when it comes to pampers. And because you know pampers are expensive, and especially if it's a single parent, this can really help them out. And some people that, oh, Medicaid didn't approve me, but they didn't know that there was a Katie Beckett program that doesn't work with your income but the necessity of the child. See, that's a help right there. And now that they know, they can go try to get their child that help. So if you have any information that will be helpful to a special need family on this platform, just link it in the comments below, because people do read the comments and it can help someone out. You never know who you can bless for that day. So thank you guys for tuning back into my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.